Hi, I'm Vicki Parashak from the University of Windsor, and I wanted to offer a few thoughts about the gold medal women's hockey game happening tonight between Team Canada and Team USA. I'd like you to keep a special eye out for performances by Métis athletes Jamie Lee Rattray and Jocelyne LaRoque. These two Indigenous athletes will be doing what they do best, contributing towards Team Canada's intention to win all their games while at the Olympics and to bring home the gold medal. As you watch these athletes perform, you're observing firsthand the next story in a long history of Indigenous athletes excelling in sport in Canada. Watching their performances and perhaps reading up more on their backgrounds and achievements online, in Wikipedia, in Indian Country Today, and in Sports Illustrated, you'll be contributing towards the end objective of Call to Action 87 of the Truth and Reconciliation Final Report, which states, quote, "We call upon all levels of government, in collaboration with Aboriginal peoples, sports halls of fame, and other relevant organizations, to provide public education that tells the national story of Aboriginal athletes in history." So who are these athletes? I'll share with you a bit about them, and in particular, I'll be drawing from an excellent article on these athletes in Indian Country Today. Jocelyne LaRoque, who is participating in her third consecutive Olympics, anchors the blue line, a position she's assumed for over a decade. Over the course of her career with Team Canada, she's won 8 World Championship medals, including gold in 2012 and 2021. She also has won an Olympic gold medal in 2014 and a silver one at the Olympics in 2018. Scott Taylor, who co-wrote a book on Indigenous athletes in Manitoba and has covered several Olympics, noted that, quote, "Jocelyne LaRoque is the most underrated hockey player in Canada, male or female. She's not known for being a tough hockey player, but she's tough as shoe leather. She can take a hit, she can give a hit. But I go back to the play that got Canada that overtime win last month, where she took out 2 players, got the puck, made the pass. Yeah, I think more than anything else is her intelligence." LaRoque grew up in St. Anne, Manitoba, loving hockey, playing against the boys, and dreaming of the NHL. St. Anne is one of the few dozen communities referred to as the parishes that make up the Métis settlements in southern Manitoba, along with the main Red River settlement. LaRoque says there's been a new level of confidence that has been the difference maker this year, something she hopes can carry Canada to the top of the podium. Quoting her, "So much of a successful part of our journey this year is that true belief, regardless of the score, it's that genuine belief that we can win or just play really good hockey. We've really focused on the process and the things we need to do in order to be successful." And she adds, "This is the best team I've ever been a part of." Jamie Lee Rattray, the second Indigenous athlete on Canada's team, may be a first-time Olympian, but she's wasted no time in getting her team, helping her team through scoring goals and bringing lots of energy to her teammates. Rattray, who grew up in Canada, just outside Ottawa, also plays a physical game. Scott Taylor described her as, quote, "a hard-nosed player. I would say the equivalent of a power forward. Good in front of the net, takes a licking and keeps on ticking. She will be an energy player. She's really good. She's really fast." Like her teammate, Rattray had a stellar NCAA career that culminated in her senior year, where she led Clarkson University to its first national championship in 2014 and was chosen as the tournament's most outstanding player. She also led the nation in scoring and was given the Patty Kazmaier Award as best player in NCAA women's hockey. Rattray goes by the nickname JLR, as well as Ratty. She says, "As an athlete, all you're trying to do is take it one day at a time." And I think that's the biggest thing I've learned over my career. And you know, as you get older, you can't control a lot of it, but all you can control is your attitude and your effort. And I think that's one thing that our team is very good at. She adds, I'm looking forward to this next little bit with the team. Everyone should be excited for the Olympics. I think it's one of the biggest, coolest things in the world to watch. Rattray and LaRoque will face athlete Abby Rock, Ojibwe from Wanapitei First Nation, who was a member of the US team and who was highlighted in the Sports Illustrated 2022 Winter Olympics issue as one of the world beaters on Team USA. For more information about these athletes, be sure and check out their Wikipedia entries or an article on all three athletes in Indian Country Today or Sports Illustrated for more on Abby Rock. The other Indigenous athlete who competed for Canada in these Olympics is Liam Gill in snowboarding. Gill grew up in Calgary and is a member of the Rattray First Nation in Fort Simpson, Northwest Territories. So be sure and take the time to learn more about him as well. And for those who will be watching the game tonight, know that whoever wins, there will be 3 elite Indigenous female athletes heading home with gold or silver medals afterwards, who will be making their own unique contributions to the ongoing history of Indigenous sport in North America, while inspiring Indigenous and non-Indigenous hockey players for years to come. Thanks.